Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and look, give it up for Brian Volk-Weiss right here, man. Now, Brian is a guy whose work I respect, and I could almost go so far as to say I was dying to work with him at one point, because Brian, tell him what you did. How do we meet?
We met because I produced your stand-up special for Showtime, and there may or may not have been an incident in between show one.
Brian
and
tried
show
to
two.
kill me that night. I had 2 shows, and after the first show, I had a mysterious heart attack.
Luckily, I failed.
He did. He
Luckily,
failed
I
miserably at his job. But before we did that together, one of the reasons I wanted to get in bed with him in the first place was he creates one of the shows, or is responsible for one of the shows, you'll tell us whether you create it or not, that I absolutely adore, man. A show I discovered on Netflix early on and immediately started tweeting about and telling my friends. It's called The Toys That Made Us. It's a documentary series about the most influential toys that most people kind of grew up
That's right.
with. Honestly, heartwarming. Like, by the end of the documentary, you roll a tear.
That's our favorite thing to hear. I mean, we hear daily people, grown men are
incredibly touching,
bawling
yes.
at the end of the Transformers episode.
It's not just sitting there going, oh, I had these toys,
Yeah.
but the story that's told behind the toy.
My favorite nugget of knowledge that I learned while
Right.
making it was that Barbies, for decades, were always, their eyes were looking sideways because women didn't look at men. And then in the early 80s, finally, as women were getting more and more rights and more into the workforce, Barbie started looking forward, right at you.
When I saw the show, I was like, A, this is a genius idea. B, why am I not on this?
Well, you are now.
I am.
We are, in about 2 hours, announcing the toys that we are following for season 3.
Right.
So there is a season 3. You are in season 3. We are interviewing you. And I learned so much about, I probably quadrupled my knowledge of toys from before we started making it.
You've maintained Fandom. This is actually a piece from your collection?
Yes, I was asked to bring a piece down by train and in a backpack. Yes, this is from my collection.
Now, this is, explain to folks what it's a Galoob Star Trek The Next Generation figure, but what's special about this?
So, what is special about this is Galoob was, underline the word was, Galoob was a toy company.
Right.
They did a huge deal with Paramount to do toys for the new Star Trek TV show,
Right.
Next Generation, that was coming out in the late 80s. And the line, for a variety of reasons that we explain in the show, bombed. It did horribly.
Right.
So the reason why this is important is twofold. Number one, poor Wesley Crusher with his rainbow blazer. This toy was in the prototype stage when the line was canceled. So
Will Wheaton was that close to his own figure.
That close. So this is a prototype figure. There are less than 10 for sure, maybe less than 5 of the figures known to exist, but double exciting adventure with this toy. This is what's called a package test. So if you notice, this is not Wesley Crusher. This is a bald British man,
Right.
30, 40 years older,
Yeah.
next to him. So there are only 2 known to exist with Picard packaging, with a poor Wesley Crusher with his rainbow jersey sitting next to him.
Now, something like this, which is double rare, one could say, what would that be valued at?
If you will please allow me to be vague,
Yes.
it is worth thousands of dollars.